How's it going, everybody? This is the Daily Moogle, and welcome back to Eternal Eden. And, let's see, in the last video, we had just flipped the blue switch, which we found up right in there. And so, now we're going to head to an area that was, blocked, and now we'll be able to access it. Pretty much this whole dungeon so far has been a series of activating switches, and then accessing new areas, and then hitting another switch to get to another new area, and all that stuff. So yeah, from this screen we haven't gone down yet. I'm gonna shockwave these guys. And we could have gone down here a little bit, but eventually, like I said, we would run into a brick wall, so to speak, except the brick wall is actually just stones with blue circles on them. So, in any event, right there you can see another treasure chest that's behind a fence and we can't get to it. It's not the first one we've seen in this place. But I gotta say, we're about to get a really cool ability coming up here. Alright, so right there you can see where the rocks exploded. And in the next screen up there is where we'll get the new ability that I talked about. So before we do that, let's just sort of increase the anticipation even further. And let me wander around the screen and get some items here. I'm just kind of stalling, you know. Alright, anyway, enough foolishness. That treasure chest right there is what we're after. And we have one more enemy to deal with. And now we don't. They've been dealt with, alright. Okay. So without further ado, here it is, it's the Ecclesia Mirror! And that gives us the slide skill. So yeah, this skill is amazing because it's so just like neat and crafty. I love this ability. So basically what this allows you to do is, you know, up until now, we've only been able to travel between the world of light and the world of shadows between the two by those gates, right? Well, now we have an ability that will actually allow us to teleport literally on whatever square we're on where we use the ability. And like the tutorial just said, you can even use it while you're on an aircraft or in your ship. Which we don't have an aircraft yet, but, well, that's coming up in a little bit as well. Not in this video, but we will actually finally get an airship in this game. As you do in every RPG. So, look at this. I want to show this off. If you go ahead and just use the skill, we're transported right back to Gomorrah. And, like, this is amazing. Like, I love that you can just flip back and forth between the two. Now, I know there's a Zelda game that I didn't play, but I read that this ability is, like, similar to a game in one of the Zeldas. I don't think it was Link to the Past. It might have been, like, Oracle of Seasons or one of those. It's one of the Zeldas I haven't played, but in any event, I love this ability. This is so cool. It's so much fun just to use it and then see where you end up. But right away, you can see this is how we're going to get those treasure chests that we haven't been able to get. So, the rock is here basically just as kind of a placeholder to kind of help remind you where the chest is. But you can see that in Ecclesia, there's an opening in the fence that we could get through. So once we're inside here, we can then slide, and then bingo, that's how we get the chest. And then, yeah, there will be items, you know, that we can pick up here as well. So, in that chest, we got a black hat, which is for Jean. It actually lowers his spirit. Why is that? I guess the Kate Sith hat, cap, I should say, is a little bit better. I'm going to keep the spirit. because I'll lose spirit, but I'll get defense, so whatever. It's not that much of a difference anyway. Oops. So to get back out of here, of course, we have to slide again. And, we're going to slide here as well. Basically, we're going to go back to some of the areas that we've already been, but now that we have this ability, we'll be able to get all sorts of new treasure and stuff that we couldn't get before. So in that chest, we get another holy ring, which I don't need to bother showing, because I think that's our third or fourth one by now. So, yeah, here's a really good example as well of what you can do. So, in Gomorrah, there's this extra screen here where we came down here. But notice in Ecclesia, there is no way to go down. So you actually get teleported to, like, a brand new screen that you never even would have known existed. So in that pot, we get a Bravestone. And in the treasure chest, we get a Nova helmet to go with our other Nova gear that we've been finding. I'll give that one to Noah, why not? And then we're going to slide back out of here. So yeah, it's not just like a treasure chest, it could be an entire new screen that, you know, is in one world but not in the other, kind of a thing. Okay, actually, I want to go back to Ecclesia because I'm going to get confused. I think we want to head back to the center of town. In fact, you know what? Before I do that, let me slide here, because I don't remember if there's something we can get. No, okay, there's nothing. Sorry. We're going to be using this ability quite a bit, just if you couldn't tell already. So, let me see here. I think we want to head down. And then, yeah, just follow the path down here from the center of town. And if we go to the right, this is actually another screen where it's only in Ecclesia, but not in Gomorrah. So the only way to get to this screen is by sliding, and it turns out this is actually the Hall of Treasures for Gomorrah. And there's going to be a Hall of Treasures for Ecclesia as well. So we get a Ragnarok ring, which raises defense by 100, so that's pretty good. And then we have 6 chests with varying amount of bonus experience. So we'll get all that. Since it's a Hall of Treasures room, never mind. I was going to say, since it's a Hall of Treasures, there might not be any other items lying around, but apparently I am mistaken. Because I just found some. So we're going to slide back out of here. Whoops. Go back a screen and then head down. And then if we slide... actually, is there any reason to be here? No, we don't. Sorry. Had to think for a second there, but there's nothing there. So don't bother. So that's it for the south side of town. Now here's the center again, and we're going to head to the east. And we basically want to run back to... shoot. No, we just want to keep going. See, I mean, you can use slide on every single screen just to double check, but it's not like there's treasure hidden on every single screen, you know. So I'm just trying to remember where exactly it is so I don't waste too much time and stuff like that. But the next one we want to get to is up here. Here's yet another screen that you'll only be able to get to by sliding, because you'll see there's no way out. You know, we can't swim down when we're in Gomorrah, and you couldn't swim up from the previous screen either. So yeah, I don't know if I went to this screen in Ecclesia before in the last video, but you would have gotten here and it would have seemed like a dead end, and, you know, now we know what we do here. So here's where we actually get the Gamora key. So finally we get our pause on that. And then let's see. I think that's all we really need. So we're going to once again head back to the center of town. And then actually head north from there. Alright, just figured I'd cut to the center of town. And then, like I said, we're going to head north. Skip this screen. Here is something we're going to want to do. You'll want to step inside the fence here and slide, because there's a chest here that was previously blocked off, and we get Nova armor. So, let's see. Don't we have that already, or no? Yeah, we do. Okay. I put it on Fiero. I just couldn't remember who I gave it to, but yeah, we got one piece of Nova armor already. So, I'll probably give it to Josephine, but I'm just curious, is it better than the rock armor? No way. The rock armor is still way better. Alright, so let's slide back out of here. And then we are eventually, of course, we're going to open the gate, as you saw in Gamora. Now we have the key, but there's one or two more things we want to do here first. So you want to head to, you know, where this... Sorry, I actually slid into the secret passage, but you remember this here. You want to come through here and slide. And this is a new area that we couldn't have reached otherwise. Without any items lying around, but inside this house, we do get a Nova Shield, and we're going to get a few more gravestones. So you definitely don't want to miss those. And you slide again, so we can get back out of here. And then, let's see. Is there anything else that I'm forgetting? There is one thing I'm forgetting. But we do actually have to open the gate first. Oddly enough. We're going to open the gate, but not go through the gate just yet. So yeah, what you want to do is step right inside, and you want to slide right there on that square. And that's how you get inside this fence. And this will actually take you to the Hall of Treasures. So yeah, again, there's a Hall of Treasures for Ecclesia, and then a separate one for Gamora, so you want to make sure you get both. And the treasure, we get a Warlock Ring, which, if I remember right, raises your spirit by 100. Yeah, so it's similar to the... there it is, the Ragnarok Ring, where it raises defense by 100. So now we have that. So you want to exit, we'll slide back, and then now we're actually going to go through the gate. And oh my god, look where we are. Doesn't this look familiar? It should look familiar, and if it doesn't, you need to start this Let's Play over and go watch the very first video. For those of you who might be joining us just now and sort of cheating and looking ahead, and you just want to watch the ending of the game and you don't care about anything else, well, I guess you won't get it, but... Anyway, yeah, this was the very first area of the game. This is where the game opens up. So, and it's kind of funny, you can see even the chests that we got when we were here are open and everything, so it's... Whoops. Sorry about that. So it's kind of creepy. It's like it wasn't really just a dream, because you can tell we've been here before. So, yeah, like I said, all the items that we got before are already gone. But in this room, there's like, I think, literally a dozen mid-tonics that you can pick up. So, whoops, there it is, okay. There's basically like 2 on each side of each section of this carpeted hallway area. So I probably have 99 of these, and I'm just... Oh, okay, no, I don't. I was like, there's probably no point to even picking these things up, really, but whatever. They're there, so I may as well get them. Alright, and before you go through there, don't neglect the save crystal. Go ahead and use a tent. I'm not going to save because I'm not worried, but if you were playing the game yourself, you might be worried about what's about to happen. Because you remember the last time we walked through there, guess who we saw? Ah! Never mind, I was one room too early. Okay, let me try that again. Last time we were here, guess who we saw? Yeah, and then you get... Yeah, there's a little notice here. We're just going to skip that, and then let's get to the good part. Oh, okay, there he is! Look at that! And the princess is there, too. But it looks like she's sleeping. So yeah, I guess, you know, Rishi pretended to be on our side and attacked the princess when she was a beast. You know, basically convinced us that was the only way to, like, save her somehow. But really, he had an ulterior motive the whole time. He was just trying to kill or, I guess, capture the princess, at least. So, I mean, luckily she's still here. Like, she's still alive. We haven't really heard anything about the princess for a long time. And yes, we do actually fight the Serpent of Persuasion, except now we're a hell of a lot stronger than we were in the beginning of the game. So we're totally going to kill this guy. We're going to wreck his ass. If you know what I mean. I have no idea why I said that. So this guy's really nothing to worry about. He's kind of a pushover. To be quite honest. I mean, he does have a lot of HP. He's got the most HP out of any boss or enemy we've ever seen so far. But it does go down pretty quick with all the attacks we have. And yeah, he'll use magic like that. It does quite a bit of damage, but, you know, nothing we can't handle. Let's see, attack up on Josephine, because why not? There's going to be one little trick when his HP gets about halfway down or so. And I guess we'll see it when we get there. It shouldn't take too much longer. Yeah, that's it. Hit Josephine, because she'll just auto-heal anyway, you dumbass. Let's see. Yeah, just attack, whatever. I'm just having fun here. Normally you think you'd be like sweating bullets against what's supposed to be the final boss, but I'm pretty comfortable right now. Not gonna lie. So he also has that shade move, which really isn't that strong, as you saw. Shoot. You know what, let's just all attack him, because I forget if what he does happens... Okay, it does happen automatically, like, whenever his HP gets to the threshold, so it just happened right in the middle of this round. So he says, Noah, think fast. There must be a way to cancel it before he completely destroys us. And yeah, you can see basically what starts happening is all of your attacks will heal him. And then he starts casting Tier 2 magic, which luckily is only slightly stronger than his Tier 1 magic. But, yeah, the trick that you have to do is just use the prayer skill, and it'll completely cancel out whatever he is doing, so that we can actually damage him again. And not only that, but it actually makes him weaker, so you'll start to notice that my attacks are going to do more damage than they were in the beginning of the fight. So, you know, as soon as you figure out what you got to do to actually start damaging him again, the rest of the fight is actually easier than the first half was. I mean, I have attack up on Noah, but look at how much damage it's doing. You know, it's like twice as much as it was before. Yeah, and his shade ability doesn't get any stronger, so... I mean, we got him. He's dead. Go ahead and finish him off, Noah. Or Josephine. I thought it would be a little, appropriate if Noah got the final blow, but whatever. Wow, Noah's level 98. Everybody is almost maxed out. Grrr! This isn't over yet. Oh, of course it's not. The final boss is never that easy. So he, like, binds us all up, and now none of us can move. Rishi, you're not going to take me over this time. No need to resist, Noah. You've made this world obey me. You cannot harm me. We'll see about that. I'm gonna put you back to sleep forever. Poor little Noah, still naive. I know all the truths of this universe. Why don't you relax and lend me your ear? This horrible world exists because you made me believe in it. You used the power of the fruits to your advantage, but now the time has come for me to believe in beautiful things, and let them exist. There's no such thing as success or happiness. Can't you feel the meaning behind this world of shadow? Existence comes from failures and suffering. It's much more fun when things aren't eternal, like your boring Eden. Let's put it in another way. How could you enjoy happiness if you're not aware of the opposite? Doubts are part of awareness. There's rarely any thought conceived without doubt. As a creator, it's your duty. Aging, illness, war, famine, treason, and hate. It's reality. Shut up! Your evil words have no effect on me anymore. Believing in positive things is far better. Youth, health, peace, abundance, friendship, and love. Sappy stuff. Grrr! He likes to growl a lot. Shouldn't he be hissing if he's a snake? He's kind of growling, but he should be, like, hissing. I don't know, whatever. Let me take care of you. Now face your death. Oh, and look who shows up just in time. It's Dogen. And yeah, he shows up at the last second and warps us out of there. What's happening? This is worse than I thought. Rishi is using the princess's anima to open a gateway to the real world. This doesn't look good. Okay. So I guess wherever we were was in that floating ball, and now we can't get there because it's too high up. Okay. So we're basically going to retreat and figure out a game plan now. So while you've been exploring, many things have happened. First thing we need to do is find something that can fly. Well, I guess that'd be a good start. And, yeah, I don't think we've ever stopped by the little island where there's an airship, but, there's actually an island that, just while sailing around the world of light, you may have noticed there's an airship sitting outside. And there's a guy there that basically tells you that, you know, he's missing a certain special piece before the airship will work. So it's Dogen is now telling us this because that airship doesn't really matter until this point in the game, and you can't get the item you need until you have the slide ability anyway. So, but he doesn't know where it is, but yeah, basically he gives you the hint that you're going to have to use slide, you know, in order to get to wherever it is. So, once we do that, we'll have an airship and we'll be able to fly around. So that's how we'll get to the final battle, but then also, of course, that's going to open up some side quest opportunities too. Don't forget that you can get items from Tortoise Island, which we already completed that 100%. But we do still have to finish bounty hunting. We have 20% more to go. So I'll have to make sure I do that too. He also heard about a strange monster attacking Fiero's people in the desert. So that's not good. And he says, you might not be able to attack this creature from the surface, but there's probably a way. Anything else? He felt a powerful spirit wandering over a mountain in the middle of the ocean. In this world, so meaning the world of light. Okay. So this is basically Dogen giving us a handful of hints of, you know, stuff we can or need to do next, you know, at this point in the game. So he basically just gave us a short to-do list. Yep. Don't lose faith in yourself. I know you can defeat Rishi. Take time to explore both worlds so you can be fully prepared for the final battle. Good luck! Well, thanks, buddy. I guess you can hear the whole thing from him again if you know, you want to hear some of the hints again, but I'm all set. So, since there's a save crystal here, I will take advantage of it. And, yeah, so at this point, in the next video, we'll probably get the airship first. But, basically, the next video, we'll kind of have some fun playing around and, you know, just running around doing side quest stuff, getting things we couldn't get before, and that kind of stuff. We'll finish up the bounty hunting, and then, you know, basically I want to wrap everything else up before we take on the final battle, so, you know, we'll get all that out of the way first. So in any event, that's what's coming up next. Thanks for watching, guys. This is the Daily Moogle, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.